average business owner is trapped working 60 hours a week in a business that would collapse without them. But there's a specific type of business that's quietly making people wealthy in 2025, and it's not what you think. These businesses run whether you show up or not. They make money while you sleep. And the best part? You can start building one right now with less capital than ever before. But here's what nobody's telling you. Most people are building the wrong type of business, and they're going to realize it way too late. Look, I'm going to show you 6 types of businesses that are absolutely exploding right now. Businesses that don't require you to be present 24/7. Businesses where you can actually take a vacation without everything falling apart. And I'm going to tell you exactly why each one works and which one might be the best fit for you. So stick with me, because by the end of this video, you're going to understand exactly what you need to build to create real freedom in your life.
First up, AI-powered service businesses. And before you roll your eyes thinking this is some overhyped trend, hear me out. We're talking about businesses that use AI to deliver services at scale without you doing the actual work. Think AI chatbot agencies, AI content creation services, AI lead generation companies. Here's why this works. You set up the systems once, you train the AI on your processes, and then it runs. Sure, you need someone monitoring it, but that person doesn't have to be you. Companies right now are desperate for AI solutions, but they don't know how to implement them, so they're paying big money for someone to set it up and manage it. And the beautiful part? Your AI doesn't get tired. It doesn't take sick days. It doesn't ask for raises. One guy I know started an AI customer service agency 6 months ago. He built the system, hired a part-time manager to oversee it, and now he's on track to hit $500,000 in revenue this year while working maybe 10 hours a week. The key here is you're not selling your time, you're selling a system. And once that system is built, you can replicate it for client after client after client. If you're not thinking about how AI fits into your business strategy right now, you're already behind. And if you're getting value from this, do me a favor and hit that subscribe button, because we're just getting started, and trust me, you don't want to miss what's coming next.
Second, automated e-learning platforms. Online education is a massive industry, but here's what most people get wrong. They think they need to be the one teaching. Wrong. You can build a platform that curates, organizes, and delivers knowledge without you being the instructor. Think about building a specialized training platform for a specific industry. Maybe it's real estate agents who need continuing education credits. Maybe it's nurses who need certification courses. Maybe it's contractors who need licensing prep. You hire subject matter experts to create the content once, you build the platform, you automate the marketing through email sequences and social media, and then it runs. Students sign up, take courses, get certified, and you collect recurring revenue. The genius of this model is that everything is automated. No live teaching, no scheduling, no showing up at specific times. The content is pre-recorded, the payment processing is automated, the email nurture sequences are automated, even the customer support can be mostly automated with a knowledge base and chatbot. I know someone who built a certification platform for medical billing specialists. Took them about 6 months to set everything up. Now they're doing $80,000 a month in recurring revenue with one part-time assistant handling customer questions. That's it. The platform runs itself.
Third, digital product marketplaces. This is where you create a platform that connects creators with buyers, and you take a cut of every transaction. Think Etsy, but for a specific niche. Maybe it's templates for real estate agents. Maybe it's design assets for video editors. Maybe it's legal documents for small businesses. The beauty of this model is you're not creating the products, you're creating the infrastructure. Creators upload their products, set their prices, handle their own marketing. You just provide the platform and take your percentage. And once the marketplace gets momentum, it becomes a flywheel. More creators attract more buyers. More buyers attract more creators. Your job shifts from building to managing growth. Now, I'm not going to lie to you. Building a marketplace takes work up front. You need to recruit your initial creators. You need to build trust. You need to handle the technical infrastructure. But once it's rolling, once you hit that critical mass, it becomes incredibly passive. You're basically running a digital real estate business. You own the land, everyone else builds on it, and you collect rent on every sale. Fourth,
Subscription box businesses with fulfillment partners. Subscription boxes have been around for a while, but here's the 2026 version. You're not packing boxes in your garage anymore. You're partnering with fulfillment centers that handle everything. You find a niche that's underserved. Maybe it's specialty coffee for remote workers. Maybe it's healthy snacks for people with specific dietary restrictions. Maybe it's craft supplies for a specific hobby. You negotiate with suppliers, you design the experience, you build the brand, and you market it. But when orders come in, everything goes directly to your fulfillment partner. They pack it, they ship it, they handle returns. Your job is growth and brand management. That's it. And with subscription models, you're building recurring revenue. Someone signs up once, and you get paid every single month until they cancel. The numbers on this are wild. A subscription box business with just 500 subscribers paying $50 a month is generating $300,000 a year in revenue. And because fulfillment is outsourced, your margins can be really solid. One person I know runs a subscription box for productivity tools, journals, planners, desk accessories, that kind of thing. They spend maybe 15 hours a month on the business, and they're clearing 6 figures a year. Everything else is automated or outsourced. If you're still watching and getting ideas, go ahead and subscribe right now, because what I'm about to share next is probably the most scalable model on this entire list. Fifth, software as a service for micro niches. Now, I know what you're thinking. Building software sounds complicated and expensive. But here's the thing. We're not talking about building the next Facebook. We're talking about building incredibly specific tools for incredibly specific problems. And with no-code and low-code platforms today, you don't even need to be a developer. Think about it. What if you built a scheduling tool specifically for dog groomers, or an inventory management system specifically for boutique clothing stores, or a client management system specifically for wedding photographers? These businesses have very specific needs that general software doesn't solve well, and they're willing to pay monthly for a solution that actually works for them. The beauty of SaaS is it's the ultimate passive income model. You build it once, and then it generates revenue every single month with minimal maintenance. Sure, you need customer support and you need to add features over time, but you can hire people to do that. Your job becomes strategic. What features do we build next? How do we acquire customers more efficiently? How do we reduce churn? And the multiples on SaaS businesses are insane. If you build a SaaS business doing even 10 grand a month in recurring revenue, that business could be worth $500,000 or more when you go to sell it. That's wealth creation. And with AI tools making development faster and cheaper than ever, this is more accessible than it's ever been.
And last but definitely not least, content and media networks. This is where you build a brand that creates content across multiple platforms, but you're not the only creator. You build a team of creators, editors, and managers who produce content under your brand. Think of it like a mini media company. Maybe it's a personal finance brand with 5 different content creators, each covering different topics. Maybe it's a fitness brand with trainers in different specialties. Maybe it's a travel brand with creators in different countries. You're building a system for content creation, distribution, and monetization. And once that system is in place, you can scale it without being on camera yourself. The revenue comes from multiple streams: ad revenue, sponsorships, affiliate marketing, digital products, courses, coaching. And because you have a team creating content, you're not dependent on your own time or energy. This model is exploding right now because the demand for quality content has never been higher. Brands are spending billions on influencer marketing and content partnerships. I know a guy who started a men's lifestyle content brand 3 years ago. He was the only creator at first, but over time he hired 3 other creators, a video editor, and a brand manager. Now he's barely in the content anymore, but the brand does over $1 million a year in revenue. He's essentially built a media company that runs whether he shows up or not. Here's what all 6 of these business models have in common. They're built on systems, not on you. They generate recurring or scalable revenue. And they're all positioned in markets that are growing, not shrinking. But let me be real with you. None of these businesses build themselves. You're going to have to put in the work up front. You're going to have to invest time, energy, and probably some money. You're going to make mistakes. You're going to have setbacks. But here's the thing. If you're going to work hard anyway,
Wouldn't you rather work hard on something that could eventually run without you? Something that could generate income while you sleep? Something that could give you actual freedom? Because the alternative is building a business where you're just buying yourself a job. And that's exactly what most people do. They work 60 hours a week in a business that completely depends on them. And that's not freedom. That's a trap. So which one of these should you choose? That depends on your skills, your resources, and your interests. If you're technical or willing to learn, SaaS could be your path. If you love teaching and organizing information, e-learning might be perfect. If you're good at branding and community building, maybe it's a subscription box or a media network. If you understand AI and how to implement systems, AI services could be your gold mine. If you're good at connecting people and building platforms, a marketplace might be your move. The point is, you need to pick one and commit. Don't try to do all 6. Don't keep hopping from idea to idea. Pick the one that excites you most, the one that plays to your strengths, and go all in. Build the systems, hire the team, automate what you can, outsource what you can't, and stay committed long enough to see if it actually works.
And look, I know this isn't easy. I know it's going to be hard, but you have to believe it's possible for you. Because when you believe it's possible, you start figuring out how to make it possible. You start learning, you start testing, you start building. Too many people never start because they don't think they can do it, or they start and quit at the first sign of difficulty. But the people who actually build these kinds of businesses, they're not superhuman. They just decided to figure it out, and they stayed committed. You're gonna lose money on some things. You're gonna make mistakes. That's part of the process. But if you keep learning, keep adjusting, and keep moving forward, you're gonna get there. And a year from now, or 2 years from now, or 5 years from now, you're gonna look back and be so grateful that you started today. If you got value from this video, if you're thinking differently about what's possible for you, hit that subscribe button right now, because I'm gonna keep making videos like this to help you build wealth and freedom in your life. And share this video with someone who needs to hear it, someone who's stuck trading time for money, someone who's ready to build something bigger. Now, I want to hear from you. Which one of these 6 business types are you most interested in building? And where in the world are you watching this from? Drop a comment below. Let me know. I read every single comment, and I want to know what you're working on. Let's build something great in 2026.